Hello. This is a video for Diablo 3 beta patch number 13. It's gonna explain what the changes were. Pretty big changes. If you'll notice right here off the bat, the skill window that I've got open. If you've played Diablo 3 beta or you've watched any videos about it, you'll notice that this skill window is very different. Before it was sort of a list. There were like 3 or 4 little boxes and you would just sort of pick your skills. But this now, they've separated all your skills into primary, secondary, that's left and right click, and then your action bar skills, which I imagine vary for different class. Well, they do, obviously. Primary, on left click, you can click it. See, you've got 3 different primaries, 4 different secondaries, and those can only go on left and right click. And I don't know that I like that, but you can change that. You can go into what's called elective mode, and it's going to change it back to the way it was before, which was not so shitty. And I don't really know what to say about it. It's kind of dumb, to be honest, forcing you to use skills and putting them in certain slots. It's like, well, what if I don't want that on left click? What if I want it on right click? Or what if I want that on my what if I wanted to impale here on my number 2 key, because that's how I just like to hit it. You can't seem to do that unless you go into elective mode, which I haven't played with. But they say you have complete control over it. I'll check that out probably here in a second. But I think what's more cool than the way they've done the skill changes, which is not cool at all, is runes. Runes are these things down here. You get them at 6, 8, 17, 25, 34, 44, and I imagine higher levels are your action bar skills. But what runes are going to allow you to do are change the way your skills work and make them more powerful in different ways. So here I've unlocked at level 6 piercing arrow for my hungering arrow. It's piercing arrow, hungering. I don't know why they named it that way. It says fire a piercing arrow that seeks additional targets, and then piercing arrow, increase the piercing chance of the arrow. Interesting. Well, you can go no rune, and you can see at the higher levels, cinder arrow, light the target, or excuse me, light the arrow on fire and burn the target. And arrow has a chance to split into multiple arrows, so it gets different runes and different abilities. And it sort of just seems like number 35 or level 35 one here is going to be the best. So I guess there's probably going to be some cases where maybe you'll want the level 21 and it'll coincide with some kind of other benefit that you get on a secondary skill. I don't know. It'll be fun to play with. But if you remember runes from Diablo 2, they were actual things that you put in your weapons. And they were a pain in the ass, and you got so many of them, and there were 4 different types of each one, so you had to get the best of each, and then you had to put them in a certain order, and it was a big pain in the ass. Nobody ever wanted to do it, but we all did. We were slaves to the system. No, they were cool, I mean, I guess, but they just took up so much inventory space. This is a much cooler way of doing it. I don't know. They call them runes. I think they just wanted to call them runes. They don't really do what runes did in Diablo 2, but it's a cool system and I'm happy to have it. So go ahead and equip that. Super easy, and you'll see you got them for all the different abilities. Should be pretty fun as long as you get that elective mode, because I can't really see, like, I have to have this on right click and I have to have this on number 1. I can't switch it. So let's check out and see options, gameplay. Here we go. Elective mode, enable ability, modify skill, and item placement on the action bar. So just click that. Apparently it doesn't enable ability to modify skill. Okay, well, apply then. Apparently elective mode doesn't work in beta, or maybe I've had to do it from the start. I don't know. Kind of dumb. So maybe elective mode is broken right now, but in theory it's cool, because without elective mode I can't really see myself getting into Diablo, because this is a little bit ridiculous. I mean, I'm not saying that it's unplayable, because it's not, but it's just so basic. And what if I don't want to use caltrops on 1? I like to have my auto shot too. I like to have auto shot as like a click, and I could have hungering arrow on 2. Why can't I do that? So hopefully elective mode will work soon. Still, yeah, still doing nothing. Hopefully it works soon and we can see it and see exactly what they're offering us as an alternative to this, because right now this whole system sucks. I like the runes. Runes are cool. And I think if you have elective mode available and you can and look at your runes and say, oh, I like, you know, number 13 here with, you know, my rapid fire number 33, you know, and then you pair that with Caltrops 21 and you've got this really cool sort of synergy going on. I imagine that could be cool, but at this point it's not. So if I ever get elective mode to work, I'll make another video about it. I'm sure it'll be on the web, other places too. But if you want to see that, go ahead and subscribe. I'm making more videos of Diablo 3 beta, because they're finally starting to get some real cool stuff going and getting some big changes. Hopefully the game's going to be coming out. So thanks for watching, and go play some games.